go to work when you actually don't feel like it. It's the title I searched probably 20 times at YouTube. From the starting of 2025 to now, in the mid of 2026. And I'm not actually finding those perfect video which I want to. But after watching this video, you can probably finding those perfect video which you need to start your work when you don't feel like it. But before starting the video, I want to clear out one thing, which is there is nothing called perfect time or there is nothing called perfect movement when you actually feel like to do the work. You always feel like to do the easy work, which is our Instagram scrolling, YouTube video watching Netflix movies. But you don't want actually to do the hard thing. And that's how our brain is evolved time by time. It's made to actually for survival, not for success. That's why whenever we have two decisions, first one is hard one, our work, our study, and the second one, easiest one, which is our Instagram scrolling, YouTube video watching and all of this stuff. Over hard thing, we always choose the second option, which is the easiest one, because it's perfect for survival. But the first one is actually made for success. That's why our brain always choose the second option. And now we are talking about that. We all know that our feelings and emotions are changed time by time, but our goal that's matter most. And that's why this video is made it for you to actually understand how to do the work when you don't feel like it, or how to force yourself to do the work. So let's start with our first point, which is made the start easier. Yes, it's as simple as you hear it. You need to just make the start as easy as just playing video games or playing Instagram scrolling. So how gonna you actually made your starting easier? For example, you need to just do study right now, but you don't feel like to do study. What do? After just following this rule, you need to just say to your brain, yes, I'll sit on my desk and study for 5 minutes. Without any book, I just sit on the desk without any books, and that's it. After you actually sit on your desk, all of your procrastination, all of your emotion which hold you back to do the work actually vanished. Now, after following this rule, you can actually sit on your desk and open your book, and it's the starting part, and it's the most important part of doing any work forcefully, because the research proved that when you actually sit on your desk, you feel like to do study. When you actually have this environment of doing something, you automatically do those particular tasks. So it's very easy to actually start. But after this, you need to actually have those momentum builded. And how gonna you build it? We actually talking about it. And the second point of our video is stop waiting for motivation. In our first video, we are talking about how you need to actually start. But now I want to clear out one thing, which is stop actually rely on motivation, because motivation is unsustainable. It's not sustainable as discipline or willpower. We all know that. Whenever we feel like to do the work, we easily sit and start the work. But after some time, our motivation vanished. And then our willpower and discipline are tested. But we fail at those. Because always we learn how to sustain at motivation. But the cruel truth is, motivation is unsustainable. It will be gone at after 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or at least it's sustained for one day. not after one. But what about day 2? What about day 3? What about day 7? You need to actually learn how to be disciplined, how to force yourself, how to actually enjoy your work for those day 2 and day 7. That's why stop being actually waiting for a perfect moment to start your work or just feel like too motivated. You need to actually just force yourself to enjoy those work. You don't have second chance. And now at the last point we are talking about how you can actually build those momentum after starting. Because at our first point we know how to actually start any work easier. You need to just make them as easy as you can. But now after starting you need to actually study for 1 to 2 hours or just complete your syllabus or do any other work. So what's about having those momentum all over the time when you do study or about your schedule? So whenever you feel like to quit those work at the mid, at the starting, after starting, just think about outcome after you finish those work. That's it. It's also very simple. I want to give you one thing. If you notice or not, simplest thing is something that make you successful. Not those fancy rules to just 10, 20, 18, 20 or whatever hundreds of rules I actually research when I search this topic. But these are the easiest rules which actually make you successful, which actually force you to enjoy your work. And the last point, as I told, it's about how to build momentum. You need to just think about those outcomes after finishing this work. Like just for example, think about study. I'm a student, that's why I actually talk about study all the time. So if you want to study for 2 hours and after following those first point, you actually start easier. But what about when you feel like to quit or your motivation vanished? When those times happened or held, just think about the outcome. Like yes, after finishing 2 hours of my syllabus or after finishing my homework today, I feel very proud of myself that yes, I actually studied. I actually finished this work and you feel a lot relieved and proud to yourself. So it's as simple as that. First point is when you actually want to do something, just start easier. Start for at least 5 minutes. Sit on your desk. Start those recording button. And after that, you need to understand you have to stop relying on motivation because motivation is unsustainable. And after that, when you have feeling of quitting so strong, just think about outcomes. Think about the results of your work when you finish them. You don't need to feel perfect to start your work. You just need to start, and that's the main point. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will see you in another video of this journey. If you actually enjoy this video, you can actually consider subscribing our channel and be with us to this journey. Take care and take action. Goodbye everyone.